I'm posting this because I just want to prove what the court did to me. Okay, it was an urgent matter. They stole my property on 7/8. They've stolen it before. Deborah works for Judge Harrington, and she has some type of personal relationship with the Gibersons and Weishoff and Richards, and she impeded my right to timely urgent relief. Okay, so I just want to prove what they did, because you by law you need a landlord registration statement. They didn't do that. You can't collect rent.
Complaint for rent. Mr. ROTSIDES, we will talk first about the concept of this is what was in January 14th. The concept of either reconsideration or to vacate is going all over 5304-20. And when we do that, you have
5-4. That is the illegal eviction that they filed. They didn't have an attorney. They're a corporation. By law, they have to have an attorney. They had no attorney for both things they filed, and therefore it is moot. Moot. Illegal.
Off the top of your head, a reference to the illegal apartment. And first of all, ma'am, is this an illegal apartment because of what?
Because of the fact that they failed to do a landlord identity registration statement, which is Exhibit C, pages 32 through 34, which states the requirements under Southampton Township guidelines that no owner or occupancy, including the storage of personal property, may occur prior to a successful inspection and possession of a certificate of smoke detector certification, past inspection. Furthermore, they understand that if there is any change in ownership or occupancy, including the storage of personal property, without the required inspection, the owner will, shall, and may be subject to a penalty. They're not allowed to rent an apartment unless they have all this. So they're supposed to give me a certificate of compliance and a landlord registration statement, and I highly doubt, based on the records I've obtained, that that was done.
You said certificate of compliance and a landlord registration statement, ma'am?
Yeah, and a certificate of occupancy and a successful inspection. All of those have to be done before anybody's allowed to even move property into an apartment in Southampton. So that was not done. And they knew this, and they were trying to force me out so that they could, you know, do this.
Well, if I may, ma'am, you were there from 2014 to 2020, 6 years. So for 6 years, they didn't have a CO, or they didn't have all these requisite approvals. Is that what you're saying to me?
Well, that's what I found out on 8/9/2019. That they did that it wasn't, that it was an illegal apartment. That's what the township told me. It's an illegal apartment, and they didn't do a landlord registration statement, and that they have to pay me 6 times the rent to relocate
When
me.
did you find that out, ma'am?
8/9/2019.
And when you found that out, did you send any notices or information or requests to the Guybers?
Well, no. What happened was I reported them for taking out a half load bearing wall under my deck. I waited 3 days for them to fix, and they didn't. And I called about that, and then I found out that it may be a legal apartment. When I called back, they called the Gibersons and told them that I reported them. And then they started harassing me.
For me to hear you, ma'am.
Oh, he heard me. He fucking heard me. He fucking heard me. Oh, yes, he did. He heard me very clearly. They're just saying that to try and, like, make it like they didn't hear me, okay? That's messed up. That's just part of my proof, okay? I don't even have to say any of this. I sent exhibits A through G. I sent a fucking 2-inch packet of fucking exhibits proving collusion, fraud by the court. It was an illegal apartment. The fact they retaliated for a fucking year, that's retaliatory under the law, okay? That they knew they didn't have any of this stuff, and they failed to do it. And then they forced me out using the New Jersey State Police, which is harassment under the law, and they should have been cited immediately for harassment. What